Yeah, I'd love to be champion jockey. I need a bit more ammunition through the summer because everyone's on 50 winners before I ride one. You know, I don't really ride through the summer, but you know, if the opportunity came about and I could ride a good few winners through the summer, I'd definitely give it a good crack, and I'd be on to my agent every single day to try and get it done. But yeah, it'd be a lovely thing. But obviously, you know, at the moment I'm looking for quality over quantity because I don't really have enough rides at the moment to become champion jockey. So, but if it came along and I had a good summer, I'd be on to my agent every day. Right, let's go. Yeah, obviously Boxing Day was hard, wasn't it? It was just one of those days. You know, it was a great day for the team and everyone else. But you know, you got to keep smiling because they put so much work in, and you know, it is a big team effort, and you got to keep smiling and be gracious. And you know, I was delighted for the owners and Sam and everyone to win the race, but at the same time, it's a big race, isn't it? And I know what it's like to win that one. So, but, you know, it's one of those things that you just have to accept and move on. And you know, I think the biggest thing about it is you can't dwell on it. You've got to sort of think about it for 5 minutes. And I watched the video on the way home, and I don't think there's anything I could have done to have changed the result. So you know, it's how it is, isn't it? And you know, I quickly moved on and thought about the next day. Well done, enjoy that, I think, or something like that. You know, it's just you've got to be gracious, haven't you? Because at the end of the day, it was good for Sam. He used to have the job I've got, didn't he? So it was a massive day for him. It was probably his sort of real first big success since he's left the job. You know, I bet if you said to Sam 2 years ago, you'll win the King George in 2019 for Paul Nicholls, he'd have laughed at you, wouldn't he? But you know, it was a great day for him, and Sammy's he's a top chap, and he's a fantastic jockey as well. Yeah, look, I went home and I saw my dad and my mum, and they were like, oh well, one of those days, and they had a couple of friends around, and it was just, you know, like a normal night. You know, at the end of the day, it's only a horse race, isn't it? People dying in the world, and people starving. So, you know, if you got to take things into consideration sometimes, and just accept the fact that it's only a horse race, and life moves on, and you got to try and put it right another day. I bloody hope so. Look, you know, he's going straight there, isn't he? I can't see why I wouldn't ride Clan. He's in good form. He looks amazing. He's come out of the King George really well. So yeah, no, I definitely hope so. Anyway, lowest moment definitely wouldn't be getting beat in a big race or something like that. It would be probably when I broke my neck at Market Raisin. That was probably the lowest one. You know, you've got to be realistic, haven't you? Some people say getting beat a short head in the handicap round Newbury on last Saturday was a low moment, but you know, you've got to take it all into consideration and think, well, actually no, the lowest moment was when I was sat on a stretcher on the way to hospital with a broken neck. You know, that's and you've said, and you've got someone saying to you, oh, you've broken your C2 and 3, and you might not be all right here, so you want to go careful. That's a low moment. It was a long moment as well, because you know, you sat there on your back, strapped down, looking up at nothing, and you're wondering if you're going to be all right. But thankfully, I recovered very well and got back from it, and that was probably, I'd say, a worrying time anyway. I didn't feel fear because I could feel all my parts of my body. I just knew it was going to be a long time recovering, and the summer was coming up, and I was going to have a bit of time off, and I was going to be walking around with a neck brace on for 12 weeks. But look, I I enjoyed the summer, and luckily when I came back racing, I rode 5 winners in my first weekend back, and I was straight back into the swing of things. Probably riding the big winners. The King George was an amazing day, and the RSA was a great day. And you know, I love riding winners for lovely people as well. You know, people that it means so much to. You know, I've ridden a few winners for you know, small owners that have bought a cheap horse in the past. They go and win round Wincanton, and you know, sometimes that means more than someone with 50 horses that has won at a festival. They've never sort of tasted success, and it means so much to them. So I do really enjoy riding winners for people like that. Yeah, obviously Cheltenham is very big, isn't it? It's, everyone's talking about Cheltenham previews now, and we're in January, aren't we? But you know, it's I wouldn't make it a 5-day festival. I think that'd be too much. I get fed up with it when we get to Friday and you haven't had a winner. I'm thinking, blimey, we've got to come back here another day, and you know, it's so competitive, isn't it? But you know, it's when you do have a winner there, it means so much. So I think 4 days is plenty.
Because the argument from, I guess, purists like myself or whatever is that it would dilute the quality.
Yeah.
If we had a 50, is that the kind of thing that bothers jockeys?
No, jockeys just want to be riding, don't they? You know, at the end of the day, the Cheltenham Festival is not the be-all and end-all to me anyway. I've got plenty of races to try and win before then, but it's just, you know, it's one of those, you know, those 4 days, the days that you want to be trying to sneak one in if you can. Looking forward now, it's still fairly early, you know. We got 140 horses back there ready to sort of. They won't all go for that race, but we'll take a good team, and you know, to try and pick a team out now is quite hard. But I suppose the one that sort of jumps out at you at the moment, being the biggest profile, would be Clan Des Obeaux in the Gold Cup. You know, if he's a year stronger and better, and he's going straight there, and he's like, Paul make sure he has the perfect prep. So you know, if he's still there at the bottom of the hill, you might just say an extra year. He might be strong, and he'll stay on real well. No, not really. It's probably different for other people because they've been waiting for it for so long. But you know, Cheltenham's just sort of another day at the races for me. It's lovely to ride a winner there, but you know, you've got to be realistic going into the week. You can't sort of expect 4 winners when you get there because you'll be quickly disappointed. It's still early days, you know. We've got plenty of sort of horses going there, but I suppose Grenadine might run nicely in the Grand Annual or something like that. He's quite progressive. I was surprised he stayed going at Ascot the other day where he's so keen. And another horse with Fabulous, you know, if he gets his act together, he could be sort of potentially very well handicapped if he gets there. But, you know, he's got to step up massively. He's got the engine, but his sort of, I don't know, his confidence hasn't been quite there, or he hasn't been quite right for some reason or other. But you know, he's got a fair engine if he sort himself out.